Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny. I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. As you can see, I'm back with another pick a card reading for you today. If you are one of my regular viewers, thank you so much for coming back to see me, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. It means the world to me, and I love that we can do this together. If you're new, welcome. What was I going to say to you? The reading, there we go. Oh gosh, I hope I'm not this scatterbrained while I'm trying to do it. Anyway, as you can see, I've got 3 piles for you here. And the title of this reading is Reflect and Release, okay? So basically, it's kind of like stuff that you're going to need to just accept and move on with. Because sometimes I think in life we cling on to things. It could be emotions, it could be thoughts, it could be memories. And the thing is you can't spend all your life hanging on to all the same things all the time, can you? But sometimes I don't think we know what it is that we're actually hanging on to. And so that's hopefully what this is going to come out with. I hope. We'll see, won't we? Right, anyway. So yes, we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So what I'd like you to do is just take a moment now and take a big deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And then a deep breath out. Draw your attention to the piles. See which one calls to you. I'll just give you a moment to do that. Okay, that should have been long enough. So I'll just move these piles up here. And we'll move on to start with pile number 1. Oh, I'll move those guys up a bit more. Oops. Right, I'm back. You don't know, but I just popped off. I forgot my little bit of selenite there that I always use to it kind of blocks the energy between these cards and these cards. Excuse me. Right, anyway, let's crack on, shall we? Oh dear. Put you in the middle. Okay, hi pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely amethyst. Got a little bit of amethyst. I'll just pop that right there. Okie dokie. Right, let's see. I've got you a rune here. And then I've got these cards. So let's see what we've got. Start with these. I've got the Rider-Waite Tarot up at the top here for you. Hope it all fits. So yeah, this is going to give me information about what's going on. What's the general, energy of the reading. If I pull that down a bit, it might fit, might it? What is the information that we're looking for here? What is it that you need to release? What's the story? Oh dear, these cards are getting a bit old. Might need a new deck soon. And underneath that, I've got a Soul's Journey lesson card for you. I've got a card from the Wild Offering Oracle. And I've got a Blue Messiah reading card. And then I've got 3 cards from the Starseeds deck. And then underneath that, I've got my Trusty Deviant Moon Tarot here to get us a bit more insight and a bit more advice for you. So yeah, like I said, the question is reflect and release. So do be sure you want to hear what it says in the cards. I hope it's not a bit delicate for you to hear, but this is how we grow. So if it's okay with you, pile number 1, I'm going to crack on and turn these over. Okay, so we have got the 6 of Cups here. So the 6 of Cups talks about childhood, the past. It could talk about soulmate energy as well, like people who've lived past lives together. So I'm feeling already that the thing that you might need to be reflecting upon could be something to do with your childhood. It could be to do with your upbringing. It could be something that's happened in the past. Yeah, there are some emotions connected to this in the past with the Eight of Cups here. There are some emotions connected to something in the past that you need to release. Obviously, this is like we said, release, but you can see here he's walking away. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from emotions. This is all, there's two cups here, so this is a lot to do with your heart space. Okay, we have strength, another number 8. So things are changing for you as well with a lot of 8s coming up. I think as well, like the strength card talks about having strength in sorry, I'm just really drawn to the infinity symbol. You can't keep going around in circles with this pile number 1. You feel like this is something that you'll have to hold on to forever, but actually a stoic calm is what is going to help you get through this now. You can see on the strength card, she's taming the wild beast. She's taming the wild beast with a calm, loving energy rather than fighting it. You know, if she fought this animal, she probably wouldn't win. But if you approach it in this calm manner, this is what's going to help you, okay? What have we got here? We've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you might have felt like love wasn't offered to you in the way that you wanted it to be. I don't think love was offered to you in the way that you want it to be. This could have been, I'm just getting quite a strong message. I think when you were younger or in the past, someone's walked away from you and they didn't offer you the love that they were supposed to offer you. They might not necessarily have walked away forever, but it left you feeling cold. And the Six of Pentacles, there's a real need for balance here. There could have been that there was something here that really balanced you out. Oh, wow, look, 6, 8, 8, 6. And a Knight in the reverse. Yeah, something wasn't offered to you the way that it should have been. Because this is a general reading, I can't be more specific than that, I'm afraid. But I think that the thing you need to reflect on, I feel like there's 2 stories here. I feel like for some of you, this is to do with your upbringing. It's to do with your childhood. And I feel like maybe you weren't offered the love that a child should have. And someone walked away from you. That could be a parent. But you have still grown up being kind and calm, and this strength is what's kept you going, but you are quite hung up on the fact that this love was not given to you in the way that it should be. But there will be balance and equilibrium coming out of this. There is going to be give and take. And the fact that you didn't receive what you felt you should have received, I think, means that you are going to be more generous moving forwards. For others of you, I did say there were 2 stories here. I don't think this is to do with childhood for some of you. I think this is to do with a love situation. I think a partner that you felt like was a soulmate. And there are so many emotions here that you just both had to walk away from. And it has made you feel strong, but you do feel an infinite connection to this person. But they did not offer you the cup of love as they should have done. And you are realising you need to find your own balance with this. Let's just see what the rune is that we've got here. Hagalaz. I thought it was Hagalaz. I'm still learning my runes, guys, but when I saw it, I knew it was Hagalaz, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, change, big change. I said that with the 8s, didn't I? With the 8s, it is a time of change, and while I'm filming this, in August 2020, it's the 8th month as well. Well, and on my Instagram yesterday, I pulled out a lot of 8s. This is a time of deep change for a lot of people. And that is what Hagalaz is saying as well. Like, it's a bit like the Tower card almost. It kind of, there's like a change, freedom, invention. There's a sign to be wary and be a bit cautious. But there is this is reflect and release. So, it says that there's a very strong need for your psyche to let go of something now. Like some things need destroying. I think maybe this is something that you've been hanging on to for such a long time, and it's like, it's got to go. You've got to let go of it to move forwards. What do we have here? Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, I think you constantly relay back to this I feel like it's an event, you know. I feel like rather than an actual full-blown childhood or full-blown relationship, I feel like there has been one specific thing that has happened here that has scarred you. It has weighed heavy on you for quite some time. You know, maybe you did something that you regret, or you keep going back to an argument, and there's a lot of guilt here. This says ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. Yeah, like I said before, I think this thing that's happened has made you feel more generous. And I think one of your ambitions is to help people now. But clinging on to this guilt from the past is not going to help you. Faith. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, you really need to have faith in the universe right now. You need to have faith in yourself. You need to have faith in your ability to release this. I think that you are clinging on to this so hard because it is all about love. Like, there's so many cups here. But you need to have faith in your ability that you can let this go. If you're having repetitive thoughts, that's a spiral that you go down. You see this spiral on this guilt card. I think that it's a spiral that you go down, and these negative thoughts, these negative thought patterns are bringing you away from your ambition. So this just needs balancing out. It's not like a great big thing. Like I said, it is something from the past. But these emotions are to be walked away from now. What else do we have? Signs. The universe has been greatly nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. Wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. That's so funny because I just heard your faith is the light inside you. And look how, like, expand your spiritual light. Can you see how this person, like, the light comes from the faith here? And this light is both within you and without you. But your guilt, these spiraling thoughts of guilt that you keep going back to, like this swirling pain, is kind of blocking the light out for you. So I think you need to just take some time. The universe is telling you that you can let go of this. Yeah, observation, expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Right, okay, the way that you need to reflect on this is that, you know, life is a journey and life has lessons. So if you've done something that you feel guilty for, you have to forgive yourself. You have to. You can reflect on it and see what lessons have you learned from this, you know. And honestly, do you think you're the only person in the world that might have done something slightly wrong? Because I don't. I think that there are a lot of people who cling on to a lot of things from the past, but you have to remember one foot in front of the other. You have to have this calm stoicism. Look, the strength card is right in the middle. You have to be strong as you walk away from these emotions that you are leaving in the past. You know, you don't have to walk away from them forever, but it's blocking you. This thing is blocking you massively. I just had the King of Cups and the Tower in the reverse jump out of there then. So, you know, you are in control of your emotions, and I think you feel guilty that you can't let this thing go. The Tower in the reverse here, there's deep inner change that you have to have faith in now. You really have to have faith in that because you have the wisdom and the light within you. You know, the King of Cups is in control of emotions. Oh, another 8. The 8 of Wands in the reverse. Like, you really need to trust your intuition here and have faith that these signs are real. I think you're ignoring messages from the universe right now, and it's blocking, with the World in the reverse here, it's blocking your forwards movement. A cycle needs to come to a close, but because you're so in control of your emotions sometimes, you're happy to carry on and pretend that everything is totally fine. But you're cleverer than that. You have more wisdom than that. You know, that's why you're watching this video. Yeah, 3 of Wands in the reverse. You're being impatient. You're being impatient because you know things need to change, and I think you know that you're growing spiritually. You know that you're developing this faith. I think you need to open up to a lot more things. Yeah, the truth, you've got the Queen of Swords here. The truth needs to come out. The truth about this tower moment. You need to release this thing. I think if it was your childhood or if it was a relationship, whatever it was, that's in the past. Oops. Yeah, the Fool. Once you have this faith, right? Once you trust your future, submit your ambitions to the universe, that's when everything's going to go forwards. Faith, you need to take a leap of faith. With the Fool here, you really need to take a leap of faith and allow yourself to move on. Oopsie. Another 6. 6s and 8s here. I think you should look up angel numbers 6 and 8 and see. This is more signs and synchronicities that you're receiving here. You have 888, 6, 6, and I've already seen this one, 6. So your success is blocked until you move on to these calmer waters now. The 6 of Swords here. Can you see on this card, can you see this fire behind him? He's got all this fire and this chaos behind him, and he's moving forwards now to a calmer world, a calm new start, a calm fresh start. You know, success can be yours, but it is being blocked by you holding on to these guilty feelings. So with the observation card here as well, I feel like you really need to do some deep meditation work. Take a step back from the rat race, take a step back from the world, and, you know, close those eyes, contemplate, meditate, feel your connection with the universe, and then release it all. And like I said, look up 6s and 8s. 6 and 8. 6 is like balance. 8 is change and movement, and yeah. Okay, pile number 1. I think that was your reading. I really hope that resonated for you. If it did, please leave me, let me know in the comments section below. I really love to hear from you guys. It really means a lot to me. If you did enjoy this, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me. If you did want to book a personal reading, you can check out the details below. There's a link to my Etsy in there. So I'm trying to get all my readings booked through Etsy now because it helps me keep them all in one place. But yeah, you can also email me, moonlightlady1111@gmail.com, if you can't find what you want on Etsy. You can also get in touch with me, follow me on Instagram, where I'm moonlightlady1111. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to collect up these cards and move on to the next reading now. But yeah, don't fight this change. This change is coming. Deep, deep change. Be kind to yourself. Do that meditation work. Reflect on everything from the past and then just let it go. Feel what you need to feel and then be done. Okay, thank you so much, pile number 1. Take it easy. Mwah. Bye. Nice. And on to pile number 2. Oh. Mucked up that pack of cards a bit, didn't I? Okay. Oh. What are you doing, Jenny? There we go. That guy there. Reset the table. Reset the deck. Clear this deck of any energy, please. And cleanse. Thank you. Okay. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful piece of rose quartz. Such lovely energy. It's so smooth. It's really soft stone. So, I've got a rune. I'll just pop that there for you. And get these cards laid out. Let's put those at the bottom. Yeah, so this the title of this reading is Reflect and Release. So we're looking at something that you need to let go of now. So do be sure that you want to hear this. I'll get these cards laid out for you and we'll see what they say. Okay, we've got the Rider-Waite Tarot there. at the top. This is kind of giving me a bit of an overview. I don't know how specific or non-specific it's going to be. Pile number 1 didn't feel particularly specific, but I feel like if it was for the person, then they'll know what it means. Okay. Yes, we've got the Rider-Waite at the top there. I've got a Soul's Journey lesson card for you here. I have a Wild Offering oracle card and a Blue Messiah reading card, and then I've got 3 of these Starseeds cards for you. And then I've got my trusty Deviant Moon, where I'll just pull a couple of extra cards at the end, see what they say. I'll just have a sip of my tea. Oh, we have got the 3 of Swords. Heavy energy, pile number 2. You're clinging on to some grief and pain and heartbreak, and it hurts a lot. A lot really hurts you. So this is something that you need to reflect on. You need to think about this thing that stabbed you in the heart. Stabbed you in the back as well, I'm hearing. It feels like your soul is crying. Oh, pile number 2, I'd love to give you a hug right now. Yeah, you just can't move on from this. You're stuck. You've got the 6 of Swords in the reverse. You're so stuck. You're very much in your head about this as well. Your head is constantly thinking about this thing that's happened. Ace of Swords in the reverse. You can't see the truth. You want to cut this out. Sorry for swearing, but I can really hear you want to cut this shit off now. You don't want to feel this pain anymore. But you can't help keeping going back to it in your head around and around. But we have the Temperance card here. So you are being divinely guided. You are being looked after. There is a deep change going on within you. There is a deep shift going on with the world at the moment as well. But within you specifically, there is this balanced equilibrium coming forwards, coming through. You know you have your angels around you. Oh, wow, yeah, there's an angel here right now. You have your spirit guides and your angels around you. Please ask them for help right now. They want to help you, but they can't help you until you ask them. They are there. You must believe. And we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse as well. Oh, pile number 2. This is heavy, isn't it? Your 2 of Pentacles talks about you trying to juggle stuff. You're juggling too much. You're spinning so many plates and they're all crashing to the ground. Everything is crashing to the ground around you. Everything is blocked. The only 2 cards you have in the upright here are the 3 of Swords and the Temperance card. So actually, it's awful, but this is part of your life lesson. You have to learn to have the balance. This heartbreak is going to bring around your growth, your spiritual growth. There's a 2 of Cups here as well. I think this is to do with a person. Someone has really broken your heart. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Yeah, I think there's a very deep soulmate connection that you're involved with. And these things sometimes have to go through these patterns. I think that you might have... someone's pushed you away. This could potentially be the grief of loss. This could potentially be because you've actually lost a person, they've passed. For some of you, this is the grief that you can't move on from and you're trying so hard, but it's just, you've turned your world upside down. For others of you, this is a very deep soul connection with a person who has seemingly for no reason, just they've cut all ties and they've broken your heart. But you can't control this situation. You have to, the lesson that this is teaching you is that you must surrender to the will of the universe. I can release my need to control. You cannot control this outcome. If you're desperately trying to manifest this person back, you have to understand that that is you trying to control the outcome. Calmness. Look at this. Temperance and calmness together. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. Sorry, I felt like I started reading that wrong. It was like I wasn't reading it. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. And this is what I just said, isn't it? I said that you have to call out to your angels and your spirit guides. If you don't want to use the term Lord, I personally think that this, the spirit energy is spirit, and I call it the universe. I call it spirit. You could call it what you like. But you need to do this now. Quiet my mind, dear universe, dear spirit, please help me. Please help me to calm this pain that I am in. And it will come. This equilibrium, this calmness will come when you reflect on this, when you stop and look at these feelings of pain. Okay, this heartbreak, this chaos that you cannot move from. This thing you can't cut off, this thing that's turning your world upside down and ruining your day every day. Ask for assistance. You have a guardian angel, you have spirit guides, you have ancestors, and you have a higher self. Call out to them for help now. Wow, inner alchemy underneath temperance. Yeah, did I say you were going through a deep change, like an inner change with this temperance card? But this inner alchemy card falling underneath it, like your soul is growing. This pain makes your soul have to grow. You have to understand that we have no control over some things, and that these things propel us forwards. Like, look, can you see this woman shooting up out of the ground? She's growing. She's being propelled. She must grow. You must grow. This is non-gender specific. I'm saying she because that is a she on the card, by the way. But yeah, there's a lot of, you are finding that inner balance, even though it feels like you're in so much pain right now. Like, this calmness is underneath. You're going to reach this state of calm acceptance, and that is what is going to balance you out. Guidance. Oh my God, I love it when this happens. You couldn't make this up. It says, guidance, you are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. This is what you need to reflect upon now. You feel alone and lost and heartbroken and confused, but you must reach out to spirit. There's a reason you're watching this video right now, pile number 2. And the reason you're watching this video right now is because it's time now to learn how to surrender. Try and do some meditation. There's some really cool surrender meditations on YouTube. Maybe check it out. See if there's any that you feel drawn to. Go within, and as you go within, you're going to feel this deep. You're going to feel this deep change. I just had this feeling of like, it's like in my stomach. This is what it's going to feel like. You're going to feel this. It's like a cog. Imagine 2 cogs, and it's just going, and it's just turned up a notch. And that is what you're going to feel. Like, this calmness is going to come through, and you are going to like feel a physical shift within you. I feel like a knot will undo. Gratitude. Yeah, you can be grateful for so many things. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. You know, you're going to realize that everybody's lives are so complicated. And if you can, one thing that might help you with this heartache, this heart pain that you have, these repetitive thoughts, this cycle that you're feeling stuck in, might be expressing gratitude. What are you grateful for? One thing. Try just with one thing every day. Some of mine are a bit sad, you know. What do I do, pile number 2? Whenever I have to practice gratitude, I always end up being really grateful for my cats, because I'm a crazy cat lady. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm really glad I've got my cats. And then I develop it from there. I'm really glad I had a bed I could sleep in last night. I'm really thankful for my friends and family and the people around me. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to take alone time when I need it. Practice gratitude. Maybe start a gratitude journal. It could be as simple as, thank you, I'm so grateful for the air that I get to breathe today. Oh, wow. Surrender. Again. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be fine. Just be with life in this present moment. I really wanted to say just be fine with life in this present moment. Because the thing is like this grief that you're clinging on to, that's not this very moment. You must go through this shift now. And you can reflect upon that. Okay. Do you have any more guidance, please, for my pile number 2s? Do you have a bit more for my pile number 2 people, please? This is very painful for you. But soon you're going to accept everything that has happened to you. I just heard you have to remember the things that are for us always come back to us in the end. And that is kind of to do with surrender as well. You know, some of you may be on the twin flame journey. Some of you may not. Some of you may have been grieving for the loss of someone who's passed, and some of you may be grieving for a person. But whichever one it is, everything always comes back to us that is supposed to be for us. And you can take solace in that. Because if you're grieving something that is not for you, I'm talking about relationships now. If you're grieving a person that was not meant for you, that is what is going to help you move on. You're going to surrender to that. If you think you're on the twin flame journey, you may well be. But if it is your twin flame, they will return to you in this life if they are supposed to return to you in this life. But what if that's supposed to be, what if you're like 21 and you're supposed to get them back when you're 65? Are you going to spend your entire life waiting around in these obsessive thoughts? No. You need to surrender. When it happens, it happens. If this is about the grief of a person passing, you know, remember that we're never alone and we are all one. And, I just got a big kind of kick in the heart then. Again, what is meant for you will return to you. You will see this person again. We live multiple lives. This person, and grief is love with nowhere to go. That is exactly what it is. And this is what this card is. It's grief and love. That wanted to come out. Wow, okay, the world. This cycle will end. This too shall pass. And it's coming to an end. It's coming to a close very soon. Don't worry. Like I said, this shift is going to happen in you. This knot is going to fall out of your stomach. This change will happen. There's no denying it. Like, you are being divinely guided. Your growth is coming. Calmness. The calm will follow the storm, I just heard. Right now you feel stuck. Right now you feel stuck and like you're stagnating. But you must know that this is a cycle that has to happen. There's a chance that you could be trapped in this state of despair. How can... So these are the things we've spoken about, are the things you needed to reflect on. But how can they release this, please, Spirit? Oh. High Priestess, you have to connect with your intuition, the unseen forces. I said you must reach out to your spirit team. And Justice. Know that everything will happen as it should. Everything will be right and fair in the end. If you've been treated badly, you need to know that this is all going to sort itself out. Balance and equilibrium. Yeah, Page of Wands in the reverse. If you need to get angry, you know? You must trust your intuition. You must develop your own deep spiritual connection to the universe. And the Six of Pentacles on the bottom there. This is about give and take. And give and take applies to you too. You must give more to yourself now. You must give to your own growth. You must take control and be your own father. Look at your creative passions. Where do your creative passions lie? What sort of outlets can you have there? There's no need to control this situation. Like, the endings, I'm just hearing the endings are going to be the endings no matter how they play out. Make sure you're doing everything you're doing for the right reason and keep working. Be diligent now. Be diligent as you push yourself onwards. Don't ignore messages that might be coming out to you. And self-love. Your love is bubbling up from within. You can put these burdens down now. Look, you will be able to juggle this eventually. The Two of Pentacles, but in the upright now. You can get through all of this. So you don't necessarily have to cut it all off. There's Six of Cups as well. This could have been a deep soul connection that is a catalyst for your growth. This pain is sparking your growth. And it might not be that you need to completely cut it off, okay? It might just be that you have to have faith in this new beginning for you. This is you growing. Okay, I think that was your reading pile number 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope that resonated for you. I kind of don't know because you're in a lot of pain, but then I kind of do because this pain is growth for you. What you need to learn is surrender. You must surrender to the will of the divine because the will of the divine is going to help you quiet that mind. This too shall pass, remember that. Oh, I forgot your rune. Ingwas. Yeah, fertility, new beginning. It is the completion of the initiation that Ingwas needs. This is a time of joyful liberation, a new life, a new way. Remember that temperance card? This is that growth now. The completion, we had the world card as well. Like this cycle is ending. And this rune indicates that you have to fertilize the soil for your own liberation. Everything is changing and we cannot constantly live in the midst of obstructions and obstacles. So you will get through this. You will get over it. Maybe reflect on what lessons could you learn here. This pain, what have you learned from this pain? How are you growing spiritually from this pain? Okay, thank you so much, pile number 2. If that did resonate for you, please let me know in the comment section below. You can like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading, you can see the details below, the link to my Etsy shop. You can also follow me on Instagram where I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. You can send me a little DM on there. Okay, mwah. Take it easy and be kind to yourself through this moment of growth, pile number 2. Bye. Lots of love and big hugs. Okay. And on to pile number 3. I'll just reset the table because, whoo, that energy was heavy, wasn't it? Just reset this deck. Clear this deck of any energy, please. Clear this deck of any energy. And cleanse. Just a quick reset. I normally clean my decks very regularly, actually. It's a whole process. It takes me ages. There's a lot of sage involved. Right, okay. Hi, pile number 3. You chose this lovely bit of rock quartz. Absolutely love it. Found it on a beach in Wales. Okay, I'll just put your rune there. I'll try not to forget it. In fact, I'm going to turn it over right now. It's funny, I've taken the rune out at a different time in every single reading. I've not used them for a while. Daggers. Oh, wow, okay. There is going to be a breakthrough in the process of self-transformation. In every life, there is at least one point that if it is detected and accepted, it's going to change this life forever. You can have absolute trust. Even when the moment calls for you to jump empty-handed into the world. Well, what an interesting start to your reading, pile number 3. I'll get these cards set out for you and let's see if we can elaborate on that. It feels a lot like the Fool energy. Such deep, deep changes going on at the moment, by the way, pile number 3. So these are things you must reflect and release to move forwards into your future. So yes, I've got the Rider-Waite Tarot up here that's going to give me some information about that. Oh gosh, these cards are a bit knackered. I'm going to need a new Rider-Waite deck soon, definitely. Anyway. Yes, we've got the Rider-Waite at the top there. I've got a Soul's Journey lesson card here. Wild Offering Oracle card. A Blue Messiah reading card. And 3 of these Starseeds cards as well. Okay. And then I've got my trusty Deviant Moon here. That'll give me a bit more info at the bottom. Oh, I just really need to give them a little shuffle. Okay. Right, pile number 3. Let's crack on and see what we've got here. We have the Emperor. Wow. Okay, it's time for you to take control of something here. You need to start being the king of your own castle. You know, you need to... This is to do with authority. This could be somebody who has control over you. This is all about being ruled. Okay. Could be an Aries as well. What do we have here? We have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, impatience. You're not waiting for something. It's like you plant seeds and you just want them to come to fruition like that. There's like an angry impatience here, actually. That's what this feels like. It's like slamming the fist down with frustration. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. This could be to do with a relationship, maybe. The Nine of Wands in the upright. And the Knight of Swords. 2 nines here. This feels like very stressed energy. Something that you need to reflect upon and release, I think, might be your own control issues. I think they stem from a difficult time that you've been through. And I think you are wanting abundance and you're wanting financial security, but you kind of got this grasping energy, rushing around everywhere, very, very stressed energy. We have control, and then we have like rushing forwards. You want to rush in and do this and do that and do this and do that. And, you know, this impatience, you want everything now. This is what has to change. This is what this deep change speaks of here. It's really funny. I'm picking up on this energy, and it's like I'm doing this reading quickly. Like the others, I've taken my time over all the cards, but with this reading, I'm like, boom, 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 go, go, go. I already wanted to turn all of these over and see what they say. So there's a real need to slow everything down now. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah, there is like a lot of control going on here. It's like, I think this is to do with your work situation. It's like you have to be in charge of everything at the moment, and you're trying so hard. You're trying so hard and rushing around to so many places, but you're not seeing the truth of how hard you're working is just beating you down more. Forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. So this is saying, you know, ask the universe to help you forgive yourself. To know that you have the freedom to create your own reality here, pile number 3. And this might be a bit of a painful home truth, but all this busyness and this stress is of your own creation. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to rush around everywhere constantly. What are you running from? Why do you have to be so in control? These are the things that you need to reflect on. Would it really be that difficult to just go with the flow? I think that patience and abundance and independence, you need to be happy with yourself. I feel like we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles both in the reverse here. You turn those upright and you have a lot of patience and happiness. This garden has been planted, and then here this garden has grown, and you can enjoy it by yourself. You can be happy being alone. You can be happy standing up for yourself. Whereas here it's like this impatience is blocking this abundance. This impatience is blocking this appreciation of being with yourself. So I just drink some tea. You know, like this, this, when you're alone, you feel so beaten down, you feel so down in the dumps. You need to see the truth of this now. Evolution. Wow. That's what this rune said. You are growing. You are growing to higher places. And look, 3 nines, 999. Abundance is here for you. It's just around the corner, but you have to give in now. What are you trying to control so much? You have everything you need. You're in charge of your own life. And if you're not, then you need to be. No limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. It feels like there's a bit of selfishness here, pile number 3. I think you need to understand that everybody is on their own journey. I think for some of you as well, you need to break away from something that is holding you back. Strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Yeah, I just said that with those 3 9s, you know. This is here for you. There's abundance out there in the world if you are willing to take it. But you must forgive yourself. You must forgive others. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. If you don't like the term Lord, I personally don't really use those terms. I say Spirit and the universe. It just gels better with me. Whatever floats your boat, though, to be honest. Just go with the flow, innit? I just heard you need to speak your truth. The Knight of Swords is the Knight of Truth. You need to rush forwards and speak your truth to yourself. If you are the controller, you need to be honest with yourself about this now, and you need to forgive yourself and move on. If you are the one being controlled, forgive the person who's trying to do the controlling, but break free. Magnificence, yes. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. Oh, there we go, pile number 3. You have been running around, you've been rushing around, you've been so stressed from pillar to post, beating yourself down. This 9 of Wands here talks about the wounded warrior. The wounded warrior who's just taken so many knocks but is still standing. You're not alone. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse to me also means not being alone. But all this stress, all this anger, all this running around, you're going to come above that. You're going to float above that. This evolution card and this freedom card, you know, this is time for you to level up. You're going to realize that you are enough. This light is going to switch on in your head. This light's going to switch on in your head, and you're going to realize that you've kind of been putting these constraints on yourself, I think. Yeah, I think you've been putting these constraints on yourself, and it's kind of, you're so hemmed in. That's why this rune was talking about deep change. Now it's time to grow, time to evolve, time to level up to the next stage. Your soul is calling for you to do your higher calling. You're feeling it, aren't you? And it's this. Maybe this is what you're running from. Your feelings of being not good enough stem from the fact that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. But you are amazing. You just being you is where your success will lie. What else have you got for pile number 3, please, Spirit? Ooh, that one wants to come out. Which way up does it want to go? Ace of Wands, yeah. You have got a fiery, passionate new beginning coming here, pile number 3. It's creative. It's something that you are really, really in need of. You need to express yourself with this. Nurture this. Nurture these feelings. Any of this, there's a lot of inner conflict here. You're fighting all these battles with yourself, but they're battles that you don't even need to fight. You can let that go now. Also, I just heard if you do have these new ideas, keep them to yourself for a little bit. You don't need to share them with lots of other people. You just need to nurture this idea now. I've just noticed these butterfly wings. I love that when you read tarot, you see something new every single time. But yeah, you're in the chrysalis. You're in the transformational stage, and you're going to flourish from this like a beautiful butterfly. But you must relinquish this control and realize that you're totally free. If you wanted to, you could leave your house tomorrow and never return. You have these freedoms. You need to leave the past in the past and realize that the constraints here are constraints that you are putting on yourself. What else have you got for pile number 3, please? Yeah, Ace of Swords. A truth is coming, and really this new beginning is happening for you. It's time to grasp the world by the horns almost. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, that one. 2 of them. Release your anxiety. 2 more 9s. Holy smokes. 9 of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Release this wounded warrior feeling now. You're not that bad off, I'm hearing. You're really not that badly off at all. And this anxiety that you have needs to go. Stop staying up at night worrying about everything. Do something about it. Yeah. Like, I think you're hard to say to you, pile number 3. But I think that you have some real issues with anxiety and depression, but you don't accept them. So you're running and running and running and busy, 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 must be busy all the time. I think I said already, what are you running from, didn't I? You're running from something, pile number 3. And you just need to turn around and face this head on. You have these deep control issues because it's like you refuse to accept. You're too, I just heard you're being too proud. You're being too proud to admit that. You're being too proud to admit that, yeah, you get sad and stressed sometimes. Everybody gets sad and stressed sometimes. It's part of life. But you are enough. But until you acknowledge these feelings, until you forgive yourself for having these feelings, which are totally natural, you're not going to be able to break free. But for you to forgive yourself, you have to accept that they're there. And I'm really sorry, pile number 3, but you've got the 9 of Swords in the reverse and the Moon in the reverse here. Stop hiding from these things. You're hiding it. You're denying it to yourself. And that's not, you're only hurting yourself here. You have the freedom to create your own happiness. Okay? You have the freedom to create your own happiness. You have the choice to see this. Yeah, oh wow. You feel like and you act like all this work you do, all this running around that you do all the time is for abundance, is for your passions, is for what you want. But in reality, you're running from your problems. And this is what this deep change is going to be. You're going to look at your problems and you're going to see them. I've got the Hermit on the bottom of the deck here. You're going to go within, you're going to see your problems, and then you're going to realize that everybody has problems and that you're only human and that it's totally fine for you to have problems. You know, you're not some superhuman. You're allowed to feel bad about stuff. And the way that you release these feelings is by allowing yourself to feel them. And then once you do that, this evolution is going to happen. You're going to grow. You're going to flourish. There's no limits to your growth. So please have this strength of character now and give yourself this freedom by forgiving yourself for your actions. Too many. Far too many. I'll take that one. Yeah, 2 of Wands in the reverse. Don't go anywhere. You're not going anywhere fast. You need to make this decision. It's time to hermit. It's time to go within and find the light. The light is within you. All along, the High Priestess. Connect with the universe, connect with your intuition. There are things at work here that are hidden from you. You cannot control everything, pile number 3. Nor should you want to. Where's the fun in a life where you always know what's going to happen? 7 of Wands. You can't see the wood for the trees at the minute. You can't see your own heartbreak here. And once you accept that and feel those feelings, yeah, that's when it's all going to move forwards. Also, you need to, it's funny that I was literally just saying, where's the fun in life if you always know what's going to happen? You want to expect the unexpected. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a weird little fish jump out of your cup like this Page of Cups here? Can you see? You know, it's like he's got this cup of love and he's looking into it and he's looking into his heart and, oh, look what's popped out. That's bizarre, isn't it? But do you know what? He's all right with that. He's like, oh, hey, little fishy. You know, it's like it's jumped out at him. That's fine. So I just heard you guarding your heart too much. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to accept yourself and stop running this stressed gauntlet. It's not necessary. Bring yourself back into balance. Because you have the power to do this. Everyone has the power to do this. The second you admit you have a problem is the second that you start healing from it. Healing comes from acceptance. I got the world on the bottom. Every single reading I've seen the world at some point on this. It's time for cycles to move, pile number 3. Okay, I think that was your reading, pile number 3. Oh, just let this go. These are the things you need to reflect on. Yeah, you've had this big crazy life that you push and push and push. Whatever. That's all in the past. Release these feelings now. Release these ridiculously high standards that you hold yourself to. And just love yourself for who you are, warts and all. I love you for who you are, warts and all, pile number 3. Okay, that was your reading. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope that resonated for you. If it did, please leave me a comment in the section below. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a personal reading, you can see the details for my Etsy link below. You can also follow me on Instagram where I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. You can send me a little DM to organise a reading on there as well. Okay, thank you so much. Mwah. Take it easy, pile number 3. Bye.